Well, today, of course, unfortunately, it's time to bid a fond send-off to our friend Little Richard. And what a legacy to celebrate, but I figured what better way than by singing Tutti Frutti from the Mountaintops. And I picked this song because I have a very fond memory of singing Tutti Frutti with this man, one Jeffrey Clarkston. Or Clarkson, I don't remember, it's been like 30 years. But if you, or anyone you know the whereabouts of this one Jeffrey Clarkson or Clarkston, previously, and maybe currently, of Danvers, Massachusetts, please get him in touch with me. He was one of my favorite friends, and I'd love to say hello to him. On with Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti's an F, but who likes playing an F? You gotta play B flat when you play an F. So I'm gonna put my capo on the first fret. We're gonna play the chords E, A, and not B, because we're trying to avoid the bar chords whenever possible, especially when the other option is just as good or maybe even better. B7, my favorite open chord, middle finger on A2, pointer finger on D1, ring finger on G2, and pinky finger on baby E2. B7. Here we go. E. To E, B7, A, bop, baloo, bop, bop, bamboo. This is a standard. It's a 12-bar blues. And millions of people have used this chord progression. Nobody cares. It's great. It works. Everybody likes a 12-bar blues, especially when you say, wop, bop, blue, bop, and so forth. So, we're going to do 4 measures of E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of A. 1, 2 of E, 1, 2, 1 of B, 1 of A, and then do. Whenever he's mentioning a girl, we'll call this the verse, it's going to be almost the same. 4 measures of E, 2 of A, 2 of E, but then he goes E, rise to the east, and the whole rest of the measures are filled up with just E, eschewing the B, A situation. And that's it. That's how to play Tutti Frutti. But you might be jamming Tutti Frutti from the Mountaintops with a friend, and you might not have a kazoo handy, so someone might want to take the solo. You're going to use the actual F minor pentatonic scale. Relative to the capo, it's the E minor pentatonic scale. So we're going to be on 13, not relative to the capo, actual 13, 16, 13, 15, 13, 15, 13, 15, 13, 16, 13. 16 is a great place to start. I should clarify, the form of this song is a 12-bar blues. They kind of always follow the same form like that, but this certainly is going away from a blues song, although it certainly has its roots in blues. And I mentioned that because usually you can turn all of the chords into 7 chords in a 12-bar blues. Usually. Try it. I don't like E7. Tutti Frutti, I don't like it. It's not wrong. The B we're playing is a 7. It's the 5 of our progression, and you can almost always change the 5 into a 7, regardless if we're there's a lot of numbers. If we're playing blues or not playing blues. But the A chord, which is the 4 of our key, the 4 chord, usually you can't, but in blues you're allowed to, and I don't hear it in this song, but if you want to, I think it's fun. A7, of course, is with the open G string, but it gives it a little more bite if you leave your A. And instead of that open G string G, play baby E 3rd fret G. I love that A7, so here's that. But it might be cool to turn the E into E7 like halfway through the rocking to the east and west part, so regular E, regular, 7. That also gives you some motion going back into it when you're changing from E to E, which of course isn't a change, but if you're changing from E7 to E, then it is a change, but really, you can throw E7 in there any which where you like. And that's all I can think to tell you about Tutti Frutti, other than to say, oh, Daisy just peed. That I do literally have a girl named Daisy, and she did just drive me crazy there. So, Little Richard, from me and Daisy, and from everyone here, I hope you thought that was fun and helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.